and the undead.
Hey everyone, now we have a very special guest on the Crosshairs couch. We have Patrice Desilets. He is the creative director for Assassin's Creed 2, and he's joining us all the way from the studios in Montreal, yeah?
Yeah. Yes, born and raised in Montreal.
So thank you very much for joining us. Now, obviously Assassin's Creed 2 is going to be one of the biggest games of this year. The first one wasn't much of a slouch either. What sort of, I guess, critique from the fan base did you take into account when creating Assassin's Creed 2?
Well, we did listen to what people had to say about the first one, and like you said, yes, it was a pretty good success. We sold more than 8.5 million copies of the first one, but we listened to what people had to say about the repetitiveness of the first game, where we changed the entire game structure. We put this idea of having investigation, then doing assassination. We put that in a trash can and we restarted. So this time around, it's really the narrative, it's the story that drives the game forward, instead of being a game design structure. And also we put a lot more diversity in mission types, and assassination moves, in fighting moves, and what's not. So we really listened to this aspect that maybe people felt that it was just not enough stuff to do in Assassin's Creed 1. And now in Assassin's Creed 2, I'm pretty sure people will find it that there's a lot more to do.
Okay. Cool. Now, how familiar do you have to be with the first game to be able to play the second game? And does Desmond kind of play a role in the Assassin's Creed 2?
Well, you don't have to have played the first one to understand what's going on in the second one, because we made sure that the second one is a game per se all alone. But for sure, it's a sequel, so it's really this. We continue the story of Desmond Miles in the present that goes through an experiment with a machine called the Animus that let it relive a life of an ancestor through the decoding of a DNA string. So that's still the story with Abstergo, with Templars. So people who played the first one will really love the fact that we're continuing the story. But we also made sure that people who didn't play the first one would enjoy the second one. And since it's now the story of a guy who learned to become an assassin, it's even more about learning. So really, even if you play the first one, I think you'll be learning how to actually play Assassin's Creed the best way. In the first one, there was a lot of discovered by yourself, and now this Ezio guy needs to learn how to be this master assassin, just like the player. So the game structure is about learning, about teaching how to play the game. So I think even for people who are experienced in the Assassin's Creed universe, to still learn how to be this master assassin, how to assassinate from everywhere.
So Patrice actually had heaps more to say. We're going to put up the full interview really soon on GameSpot AU, so stay tuned for that.